Hi everyone, today we're going to be talking about 5 ways to generate income during a pandemic. So, depending on which part of the world you're watching this from, the COVID-19 pandemic situation is probably going to be very different. And I know for many of you in different countries, live performances are either not happening yet or are only starting to creep in. So, I just want to share with you 5 ways that you still can generate income during this period. This is Daniel Chia, and I'm here to share with you tips on how to maneuver through the music industry. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also turn on all notifications so you'll be the first to know whenever I have a new video out. So for many of you musicians out there, both professionals and hobbyists alike, you must be itching to perform live, especially during this difficult period. Live performances have been a huge part of my income, but over the past year and a half, that revenue stream has dropped dramatically. So today I want to share with you some of the tips which can allow you to still generate income. The good thing about these income sources is they still can coexist with your live performances once it can resume in your country. So the first way of generating income is through teaching. So I think many of you might have already been teaching even before the pandemic, but the great thing about technology now, and with all the video conferencing platforms that are available, teaching internationally has become even more viable and so much more accessible. So using platforms like Zoom, you're able to teach anyone from any part of the world and impart your knowledge. So of course, the most important thing to look out for teaching online is your equipment. So just make sure you have a good webcam, a good microphone, so that you still can sound good while you're teaching. And you can also encourage your students to invest in a nice simple setup, which I can share more in the subsequent videos as well. Since I began teaching over Zoom, I've been able to connect to so many different students from all parts of the world, and it's been a very enriching time for me. And over the course of the past year and a half, I found that many people have been more interested in learning to play a musical instrument. So I've been teaching saxophone a lot, and I probably doubled the amount of students that I had since the pandemic. People have a lot more disposable income now as they are unable to travel, and there are people who have been saving a lot of money because they can't go out so often or go on holiday, and they might want to learn a new instrument. So jumping on the teaching bandwagon is going to be a good option to generate revenue now. Step number 2 is to go into live streaming your performances. So I know there are many videos out there teaching you how to live stream, but I just want to share some of the pros and cons in using live streaming as a method to generate income. So the good thing is there are many live streaming platforms that allow you to connect with your audiences and even connect to a wider audience now that it's all online. In your live streams, you can add a link to your PayPal or bank account where people can tip or support you directly. On platforms like Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, people can also tip you directly through the platform. Another way of generating income through live streams is to find a sponsor, and it could be a corporate or individual sponsor that wants to come along and tag on your live stream to promote their brand or their product. However, the downside to live streams is that there are so many live streams going on every single day and almost every hour. So the competition will really be how to attract viewers to watch your live stream and hopefully tip and support you financially. Before you start your live stream series, I think it's really good to think of the branding and messaging you want to put forward. Something unique and different will definitely help to draw in a bigger audience. If you've run into any technical difficulties with live streaming, there are so many videos out there that can help you. In subsequent videos, I'll also share with you the streaming platforms that I've tried, as well as the pros and cons to each of them. So the third point would be to do more recordings. With no live music, many people have been moving on to recording, be it originals or covers. this is the best time to get in the studio and create more music. For some of you, you might already have your own home studio set up, which makes it so easy to be able to record your music, mix it, process it, and release it to the world. I think many musicians struggle with finding the time to record music, especially when they're busy performing and on the road, but I think now none of us really have that excuse. So this music that you record now can help you to earn income passively as you distribute this music on all digital platforms like Spotify and Apple Music. And it's really up to you to brand yourself and promote it to a wide audience to get as many streams and purchases as you can. This will also be a good time to form some new musical projects, collaborate with people that you've always wanted to but didn't have the time. And I think this is a great time to be creative in the studio. The fourth way to generate income during this pandemic is to be a sessionist. So being a sessionist, you can use your musical abilities and provide a service to other people seeking that service. So with platforms like Sound Better and Fiverr, you can list down the services that you can provide. That can include recording of people's albums, mixing or mastering their albums, arrangements, doing charts, co-writing with people, and all this can generate a nice amount of income for you. And the good thing is, once you have your listing on these platforms, you can carry on getting these gigs even when your live performing or touring has resumed. And the fifth and final way to generate income is to start a membership or subscription service. One of the most popular platforms for doing this is Patreon. So Patreon is a platform where people can contribute a given amount every month and get exclusive perks from you. So you can be creative with this platform by giving people sneak previews to your unreleased music or handwritten charts, or the sky is the limit as to the way people are using Patreon now. So not only is this a good way to generate revenue, it really helps you to build rapport with your inner circle, this core team of people who really want to support your craft. And nowadays, many web hosting websites have also included a way for you to create free memberships or subscriptions through your website. So that's something that you should look into as well. So these are the 5 ways that you can generate an income during a pandemic, and the great thing is these 5 methods can stay with you even when live performances resume. So there are really no lack of ways where we can generate income during this difficult period. You may end up enjoying these facets of music even more than live performances, and you never know, you may end up just doing any one of these options full-time for a living. So do try them out, and of course there are many other ways that we can talk about in subsequent videos as well. And once again, don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. Let me know which are some of your favorite sources of generating revenue, especially during this pandemic. And don't forget to share this video with as many friends who you think might find this useful. I'll see you guys at the next video.